H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's number one urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it's Monday morning. I know we wasn't here on Thursday. Did you miss us? Who was that said it? Martin told me, did you miss me? Varnell Hill, did you miss me? I definitely miss y'all. But we just had to recharge some things and to make them better for you, recharge some things. And we're back. Wait, we gonna be way too long, and just maybe y'all needed that day to go do something. Because we did. So shout out to everybody. I want to share the show before you get, let's share the show. When you even, whenever you sign into the show, just always share it. If you're on YouTube, you can share it on your Twitter. You can go to your to your text message and share it to your last 5 friends. Who will text somebody and tell somebody and tag somebody about the Chop Shop. Because let me tell you something. Full slate this week. We're going full force this week. So we just want everybody to be able to come, deal with us and talk to us live. And because I want your comments. Got so many things to talk to y'all about. I just don't even know where to start, but I know where I'm going to start with my starting 5. They are the first 5 people who signed up to the Chop Shop feed, and I'm looking at them. I'm trying to look at like all the way around and make sure, because okay, over here, let me see. Okay, hold on. Man, wait a minute. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna give a starting 5. Then I'm gonna give some extras, cause I got 3 different devices, and some of them say, well, we got Thaddeus Moody from Chicago. We got Alex Estero. He probably in Chicago still on a visit with his son. We got Melvin Dews, Marcus Carroll, and Daryl Anderson all the way over in Egypt. But then I saw Melvin. Then I saw Aaron Fox was here. What's up, Big Fox? I saw you. Yeah, you was in the background. I got you. But I just wanted to make sure. Shout out to Reginald Simpson. Shout out to everybody. Let me see. I see you out there. Derek Lane, my nephew, is in the building. Who else we got? Chop Shops, have a great week. Okay. Oh, of course. We're going to have a blessed week and a great week. Let's see what else I got. Let me see what else I got. Let me see what before. Hey, there go Mindy. Hey, now I can start the show. Mindy and them Astros playing pretty good now, so she ain't messing with me about it, so I'm good. I love it. I told you I'm on Astros. I'm Verlander playing now. Mindy, I'm with Astros now. But let me see where I want to start, y'all. That's just so. Wait a minute. How are y'all? How did things go this weekend for y'all? It's been a long weekend. I haven't seen y'all since Women Rock Wednesday. What's been happening? Tell me something that's happening out there. I know I missed talking about the Deion Sanders and Nick Saban thing. I ain't too mad at that. I know I missed out. It's a lot of stuff that we missed out on the last few weeks. Did anything happen over the weekend? I saw Doug had his basketball tournament this weekend. Doug Dozens this weekend. How many of y'all went out there to support Doug this weekend? Great weekend, he said in the I don't know what somebody's sending me. Great weekend in the Windy City. I don't know what that is. Uh, but I think Dad Moody said, but what happened? I think they had some tournaments up in Dallas. Then I had some. Then they had some summer teams. Then I saw somewhere some guys were talking about, at Doug's event, you can ask for whoever you want to play against, like Derek, Derek Lane. That I can ask to play against your team because your team is balling. I can request your team, so I can go out there and say, okay, I want to play that team. And I think a couple of teams got, what happened this weekend, y'all? Terrence Foley said the Houston Raptors, Benjamin, went 3-0. They went through, shout out to Bobby Benjamin going out there doing his thing. What did Trey Luce do? I got to find out what he's doing. What's up there? What's up there, Mr. Porter? How you doing? What else happened, y'all? Ken Lofton had a great interview and workout with the Rockets. Absolutely. Ken Lofton is doing well. He had a great couple of days at the draft, a few days at the draft combine. He got invited to the big combine. Shout out to Kenneth Lofton. Let me see what else. White Sox will be ready. Okay, Doug Dozen was a huge success. Great. Why was it a huge success and a great atmosphere? Give me some reasons why. Because we got people all talk all over the world. Heard. We ain't just talking to the people in Fifth Ward. We talking to people all over the world. Hey, my spiritual leader is on the feed. Scott Davenport, one of the greatest men that ever walked the planet, is in the building. This is a great day. This is a great day for me. What else I got? Walter Yates said, my daughter, yes, Cameron graduated from Texas, and my big sister, Lisa, obtained a PhD this weekend. Hold on. Wait, this for Cameron and Lisa. Hold up. I got something for them. I got something for my girls now. Team Swift went 1-1 in the event. So you can just play how many games. In Doug's event, I kind of like Doug events. You can just play how many games you want to, Doug. Because I see some people went 3-0. Herb said he went 1-1. What happened? Doug said thanks. Let me put that on the screen. Doug said thanks. Scott Davenport, watch this. If you see what happens, watch this. I can just put this up on the screen like that. And Doug said, what's up, everybody? And it was a great weekend. I got some stuff I'm going to get to, but I just want to hear, how was your weekend, everybody, this weekend? How was your coach? And then I got a question. Have anybody ever had an affirmation card? I read an affirmation card, and then you read it, and it just was, you read it, not fortune cookie now, an affirmation card. And you read it, and then it just hit you. I got some information about that just in case. So what else happened? Shout out to them. Who else? Great tournament in Dallas for the girls this live period this weekend. If we lost we lost a great young coach at the event, and we're praying for. Hey man, watch y'all. Hey, watch the way you're texting. Now proofread before you put it on the board, cause I can't. I'm gonna put it up here and let y'all prayers go out for Blaine Middle School's people and Coach A. Shout out to Coach A, and our prayers go out for Coach A and his family. But I couldn't. I think I know what you're saying. Think of the Houston Raptors. Benjamin beat JL3 Moochie and RL9. Explain to me, Terrence Foley, Scott Davenport. This is a community that's amateur basketball centric. Share the show, because I'm gonna talk about this stuff. Tell me what happened. What's the significance? Terrence Foley, do me a favor. Tell me what the significance of Bobby Benjamin beating JL3 Moochie and RL9. What is significance? What are the significance of them beating those two teams? I'm just wanting for the audience. I Rise Academy Sports said my son graduated from Cypress Christian, ready for college. Lancaster Bible College up next. Shout out to him. Shout out to the young fellow. You should have put his name up there. Who was that? Melvin Dew said, my little Beaumont Rockets went 3-0. And Doug Douglas. Thanks for your little Beaumont Rockets. See his little Beaumont Rockets. A young man collapsed and passed away in Dallas over the weekend. Okay. Prayers for his family. Okay. Thank you, Doug, for letting us know a little bit. I think that's the same thing that I think that was the same thing that Trey Phillips was talking about. Niles Austin. Okay, what's up now? Okay. I mean, anybody else? Just put it up on the screen. Let me share some things with you today. Let's see where I want to go. I'm all over the place today. Okay. So just bear with me. I hadn't been here in a few days, but that affirmation card I was telling you about, I always got to give you something. And when I read it, it said, I know that nothing can get in the way of what is meant for me. I am on the right path. I'm going to repeat that. It's an affirmation card. I know that nothing can get in the way of what is meant for me. I am on the right path. That's for anybody out there who just, that's your affirmation for the day, because it's definitely mine. If it's for you, there's nothing that can keep you from that. Okay? There is nothing like knowing you are making decisions that have you on the right path. It's nothing like making decisions. I mean, I had a great weekend this weekend. I had this affirmation this weekend. Just keep making choices that are going to bring you closer and closer to what you want to manifest. That's powerful. That's powerful. So that was my affirmation card today. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because it might be something that you need, because it's definitely something that got that you know how you're just doing things. If I'm away from the chop shop, some very important things were happening over this past weekend. And I couldn't wait to get back to y'all. But when I got that affirmation, I'm on the right track. I got some things, and I hope you're on the right track too. I want to shout out to Juice Crier and Justin Crier. His nickname is Juice, but I want to shout out the Crier family, Lionel and Mika Crier, because Juice has just, I thought he was going to be a baseball player. Then he started taking football serious. And now he just committed to Northwestern University, Chicago. He took a visit last week, and I told him that visit was meant for him to sign and to commit, and he absolutely committed. Shout out to him and his family. And I just look at all the people. You got to understand, Northwestern is in the Big Ten, and it's a high academic school. Okay, but let me give you some lists of the team people that that wanted his service also. This is my favorite family, y'all. I'm just telling you. Happened to be the brother of L.J. Crier, younger brother. But look at this list: Florida State, UTSA, Sam Houston, Arkansas, Arizona State, University of Buffalo, University of Utah, Prairie View, Grambling, North Texas, Memphis, Rice, SMU, Northwestern, Howard University, University of Nevada, UNLV, Georgia Tech, University of Louisiana, Tulane, San Diego State, Alabama State. You know what? How do these kids choose all of these options? How? I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I ain't have all them options. Hey, I didn't have to deal with all them options right there. Do y'all know how many phone calls? Coaches calling the mama and daddy trying to work, and the mama trying to work. Did y'all know Northwestern, the campus is beautiful? Yes, it is. But let me tell you something. Shout out, man, to that family, man. I mean, two young sons, both of them at Power 5 conferences, both of them great kids in the classrooms. Let me tell y'all something. Those the kind of things that watching Dominique Casteros. He's up in the Midwest, up there doing some things. His dad sent me some. See, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I keep trying to tell y'all, our kids, y'all just be ready and be prepared because our kids gonna be successful. Okay, so you know how sometimes some people don't lack success, but let's get used to our young kids doing stuff that we ain't never did. You know, I think he had a great trip to Chicago. I think they went to Chicago University. I think that's the school. Uh, University of Chicago, yes, University of Chicago. Too high academic. I mean, let me tell y'all something, man. I am so proud of our young kids. Not, I told y'all a month ago. Our kids are more than athletes. Our kids are more than athletes. These young kids could chose to go to football factories and all of that and said, man, I'm going, let me tell you something. And I haven't talked to Juice. I haven't talked to them. Well, I talked to the dad, he told me. But let me tell you something. Juice said to me, this is what Juice said. Juice said, I know Northwestern or whatever college I pick on this list, they're going to get all they can out of me. I just want to go see, making sure I can get the most college I can out of them. Because they're going to get all they can out of my little black butt. I just want to make sure I can get as much college. That means so much college that soon as you got that paper from Northwestern, you can say whatever. You can demand how much people gonna pay. You ain't looking for no job. You trying to find an opportunity. And that's why I tell these kids, these schools, don't be shunning these. Go and get that education. Because guess what? They can hurt them knees. They can hurt them arms. But let me tell you something. They can't take that degree from you. They can never take it from you. Once you get it, once you go across that. So shout out to those, that families. Man, let me tell you something, man. This is the thing I envisioned from the Chop 6 years ago. These are the seeds that I planted 6 years ago. Chris Walker, we talked about this academic piece 6 years ago. And y'all, guess what? We're reaping what we sowed. But now, if we didn't ever sow nothing, you can't expect a harvest. Pastor Scott Davenport told me that. If you don't sow nothing, how can you expect something to harvest? So we sowed this, and I came on in 6 years ago. People looking at me crazy, talking about the young kid that just happened to grow up in my house, that happened to be my son, and we went against everything that everybody else was trying to tell us to do. You know how people try to tell you what to do. You know, tell me, man, you need to help. You need me to help you with your what's it recruitment. Help? No, I don't need your help. I had a plan, and if nothing else, these parents, I've been telling y'all for the last 6 years, we got to have a plan. We got to be intentional. We got to be intentional about sharing this chop shop, because I just gave y'all some information about Juice and all of them that everybody in this country need to know, and we won't push the share button. We have to learn how to push the share button. Listen, it's helping your friends and your neighbors. I know some of them, I don't want him to get all this information. Yes, somebody had to share the show with you for you to get information. So let's do that. Let's do that. What else I got? I got so much stuff. But shout out to them families, man. It just make me so proud when I see that. When I see that, let's push. You know what? We need to push these kids, man, outside their limits. Let's push them outside their limits. I got guys, just because I plan a video and talk about golf, now they want to play golf. They playing golf now. I planted the seed. Now we got a young girl that was guest on our show, is one of the best golfers in the country, play for Howard University. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that's going on. Shout out. So Terrence Foley, you took that long. I asked you, Why was it significant? Yeah, I'm gonna get back to that. But y'all got to know the chop shop. We can go back and forth. So let me see did my man answer my question. I asked you a question, Terrence Folk. I got you. You said Houston Raptors Benjamin is an independent organization with lower ranked players that compete and beat some of the sneaker program shoes. Yes, yes, yes. That's why it's significant. Yeah. But is JL3 Moochie actually a sneaker program? Are they on the EYBL? Somebody help me. Are they just JL3? Moochie. Y'all help me now, because I want to be right. I want to be correct now. So y'all help me. That's why I asked, is JL3, maybe somebody tell me, is JL3 Moochie the EYBL team that competes on the EYBL? They not. Thank you, Bobby Benjamin. Thank you. So really and truly and technically, they might have a JL3 name, but guess what? Bobby Benjamin know how. Let me tell you something. Bobby Benjamin know how to go out there and help develop these kids, man. And I'm not surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if he can beat the one that's on the EYBL. I mean, I'm just, so I'm not, Coach, let me tell you something, man. Once these guys get out here, man, and I always tell y'all this, hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. We watched, I know y'all watched the game. We're going to talk about that a little later. Y'all saw what's happening Boston and the Warriors. But let me tell you something, man. I'm not surprised. See, a lot of people was getting on Twitter and talking about that. Bobby Benjamin is building a program, the Raptors, the Houston Raptors. They have built a program that's standing with the test of time. They stand the test of time. I mean, it's just unbelievable, and I wish other parents would give programs like this a chance. Let me see what I can do, because the ultimate goal is not to go get you a tennis shoe and a hamburger. The ultimate goal is for you to go to college. So you can have options like Juice Cryer. Y'all heard all them options. That's all we trying to do. We don't care. Let me tell you something. And I love this. But Bobby Benjamin, let me tell you something, sir. And you in that program. Don't, just because you are not a shoe sponsored program, and you got to hear me on this one, do not mean that you're not respected in this community. You're not respected at the coaches in this community. They know what you're doing. They know some of the guys. You got some guys that come out of your program. What's my young Ivy, Jordan Ivy Curry, one of the best players in the city, came out of that program. You got Jesse Zarzuela. Jesse, I'm sorry. So don't you let nobody look down on your program. And I know you don't. But I don't want the people out here to look down on a program, but just because they don't have a sneaker. Y'all got to realize it ain't that many sneaker teams out here. But we got an abundance of talent. So everybody can't be on the sneaker team. You follow me? So that don't mean, don't look less on them. When you got guys like Nettie, I done already played you the video of how he coached. So this when I see stuff like this, and I'm glad y'all bring this kind of stuff up, man, because it's so important that we give these guys their flowers. We give these guys, let me tell you something. I told y'all this long time ago, and it's about time for me to say it again. Somewhere in the basketball community, somebody has came and switched the price tags on what's valuable. We start valuing the stuff of less value, and stop devaluing the stuff of most value. It's like they like you done winning. You done winning. You done winning Nemas. I'm just going to, you done winning Nemas. No, you done winning the Rolls Royce spot. You know, and you come in there with the Hyundai a price tag and come in there trying to devalue the Rolls Royce. Let's not let that happen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's value people like Bobby Benjamin, Nettie, Herb Baker. Let's value these guys. And some of the other guys are out here. Just because they're not a sneaker program does not mean it's of lesser value. Because all you want to do is get your baby in college for free. You follow me? And those guys are doing the same thing, just without the hamburgers and the sneakers. You know, you get the sneakers. Okay? So that's all right. So hold on. I got more. Let's change the world. Summer basketball community. Let's change it. I don't care about no Hyundai. You can keep all I'm telling you about, you can talk about the gas mileage of the Hyundai. You know, all I'm telling you, I tell y'all this story. I want to tell you this story. I tell y'all this story. I'll never forget. Take this player, football player. I took him to the Ferrari. Took him to the Ferrari. So he talking about Ferrari. I said, okay, come on. So we'll get to the Ferrari shop. And the dude kept asking, ain't no prices on them. Okay? Ain't no prices, Gina. So the dude just kept talking about, man, prices. What's this price? What's price? The salesman came, hey, Mr. Hatter, come here. Take that man down at a Mercedes somewhere, a BMW. Because if we ain't got no prices there, if you got to ask the price of it, you in the wrong store. Yeah, take him on down the store. So, but what I'm trying to say, people have literally, there's some great things are important in this basketball community, and there are some things that are not important. But somehow we've inverted them. And we are worshiping the least important things and not valuing the things that these guys like Bobby Benjamin and all these guys, I'm just messing with you, Doug, are doing in this community. Y'all, keep telling y'all, we got to refuse to accept the scarecrows. Have y'all ever, if you ever go in the country, they used to have the scarecrows. And the scarecrows will scare the animals away because they think it's human beings, so they won't come mess with the crop. But really, it's not a human being. Really, it's just a scarecrow. But it scares the animals, don't come. What people are doing in this community, this basketball community, they're scarecrows. And y'all, we just got to, they don't matter. I keep telling y'all, they don't matter. They just in the way. And I told y'all, and somebody said, Robert, that was a little harsh. But I told y'all the other day, what I want you to do is just make sure little Johnny, a little Sarah, make sure they the best player. That wins out on all the videos, on all the negative. You know how the people used to talk about Quentin Grimes ain't this. I remember a lot of them. Quentin Grimes ain't this. Quentin Grimes played for the New York Knicks. All of these guys who around here, Quentin Grimes ain't this. He ain't this. He ain't got that dog in him, Robert. He ain't got this. He ain't got this, Robert. He ain't got all the way to the NBA. Because he knew y'all was scarecrows. He knew all of them guys were scarecrows. Just running their mouth, ain't said nothing. That's how we got to be in this community, ladies and gentlemen. quit listening to all of the noise. And what I would love for y'all to do better is to quit worrying about when people write good things about you or when people write so not good things about you. Don't worry about it. You know, they want to argue. I mean, Jimmy said something a couple weeks ago. Dude called, man, why he said, why you worry about what he say? Know who you are, man. These people are scarecrows out here. The scarecrows can't tell you what to do. Then I saw some, and Jimmy, I'm going to bring you in. I saw some stuff, man. I saw some things. What's up, Jacoby? I saw some things, a couple of things somebody was saying. They said we would tell kids that basketball is their only way out. We would drive them to states away to play at an event that costs thousands of dollars, but won't drive them to the free library and show them what books can do for them. But y'all not ready. Somebody said y'all not ready for this combo. He evidently ain't saw the chop shop. Let me repeat that. We tell kids that basketball is their only way out. We would drive them to states, way to states out of town, and pay $1,000 to get an event, but won't drive them. They said, go drive them to a free library and show them what books can do for them. How about that? What's up, Jimmy? I know you got to give Jimmy. You could have stayed where you were. If you got to leave that early, so I'm gonna let you get in so we can get out. You could have stayed wherever you were. I had this working today. So what's going on, man?
Yeah, now people want to see my face after the weekend. I don't know if Doug's doesn't. This past weekend, I got to get out and get back into the commitment that I got to get into. But shout out to Doug Jones for successful Doug's dozen. You guys that were in Houston got a chance to experience it. Of course, we did the scheduling for it and try the best to give a lot of matchups that hadn't transpired this summer, and also fulfill a lot of the many special requests. Wanted to quickly address. I think Doug on tomorrow will have recaps on that event. On tomorrow, starting tomorrow, it's so many to name. I saw a lot of games this past weekend. Put eyes on a lot of kids. Then also this event, this platform enabled a lot of kids who hadn't got a chance to seize, the previous platform and moved up and put their name and solidified themselves a spot in the upcoming rankings. And that's what it's all about for a lot of these young men. A lot of kids, a lot of teams. And the thing is, I got so many different thoughts, and I just throw some out there, throw some topics out there for you guys to mix and entertain. And that is, one question is, do you guys think that, or do you feel that more kids want to play against the sneaker team, or do they want to play against the ranked player? So it used to be guys wanted that one guy. He ranked higher, give me, wherever he at, give me him. That's how it used to be. I don't give a damn where that dude at. That's the dude they got ranked ahead of me. I don't care if he playing for the Boogaloo All-Stars. Put my team against the Boogaloo All-Star so my dude can get in front of that dude. Now, I'm wondering, is it more so kids just rather play against the name or the designer named team? Regardless of who you're suiting up for them, they don't care who suit up, as long as they can say and tweet out, we beat that team.
Because I've been seeing a lot of that tweet now. I ain't heard nobody saying about a player. You're absolutely right. I love it. and I'll never forget, Jimmy, because when we were doing the franchise All-Stars, we wasn't seeking out teams. We were seeking out players that were ranked higher than John Henson. And we wanted to go play every player who was ranked higher than him, and he mowed all of them down. We didn't care. I didn't know the name of the team. And maybe wait a minute. It's been a shift. And maybe not, Jimmy. And let's talk to the people out there. Do y'all feel the kids? Do y'all feel the kids or the grown-ups just want to play the sneaker team to make their program look better if they beat a sneaker team? Or are the guys hunting the guys ranked in front of them? That's a good one, Jimmy. I like that.
I mean, and that's what you have to really, really figure out, because the answers may vary amongst programs. But yeah. I know, because I'm doing the scheduling. So I know what you guys are asking for. And I know many people saying to me, hey, we need some more better competition. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, I think you got this kid on your team. He's ranked this. You mean tell me you don't want him to go against the kids in the top 5? You don't give a shit about that. You want him, because that means so. And if that's the thing, then
is this a correct statement? Because I don't agree with it. Individual players don't guard each other anymore, so it doesn't have the same vibe. I don't agree with that.
That's it. Hey, I know one thing. I know that yesterday there was a matchup between JL3 and
JL3 Moochie.
No, JL3 EYBL team.
Oh, okay.
And they played against Team Temple. Okay. And I saw Chris Johnson get on Corey Hadnot, like to say, okay, I heard you been asking about me, big fella. I'm gonna give you just what you want.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. You talking about this Corey Hadnot right here?
Also, I'm shocked too.
That's the Corey Hadnot you talking about?
Yep, that video wasn't from the JL3 game.
I don't care, but I don't care. But that's it. That's it.
I'm just saying, everybody. Okay. I'm just saying, let's put highlights in perspective. this was a big game for a young man, Corey Hadnot, who's a Division I prospect, legitimate, from out of H-Town. And this game enabled him to go opposite of Chris Johnson.
Okay.
And of course, JL3 EYBL won the game. But Corey did not have a good shooting game, and this was an opportunity.
So how the highlight ain't out of context?
The highlight was not from the game. The highlight.
I know it wasn't from that game, but all I told you this Corey Hadnot you were talking about. But keep going.
Yes, that's the Corey Hadnot I'm talking about. Okay. So also at the same time, it's about an opportunity, because this team Temple wanted to play against the JL3 EYBL team, but that was an undercurrent. They wanted to play against them because they wanted Corey Hadnot to go and test his mettle and show improve against guys like
Tell
Chris
me what you mean by a good shooting game. What you mean? He just didn't make no shots.
I'm not saying no. Did
he get every shot he want?
The shots did not go in. If the shots go in, a lot of them that he took, then they probably win this game.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
But did he get every shot he won? Did anybody stop him from getting his shots? He got to any space that he want. I didn't see the game. I don't go watch this stuff.
I wasn't evaluating the game for that. I wasn't evaluating Corey Hadnot.
Well, I'm just, hey, Jimmy, you remember I'm talking to a lot of people out here. So they can tell me something. Doug, what did you see? Jacoby, what did you see? Walt the Ace, were you there? What did you see? I just wanted to know so you all you saying was this your take. He had a chance to play against Chris Johnson and he didn't have a good shooting game.
This was an opportunity for him to go and seize and boost his stock and solidify him as a supreme prospect if you go and outdo Chris Johnson. And so I'm saying is you got the opportunity. You did not seize it. in that particular manner. That doesn't mean you lesser of a player. You had nothing to lose. You really had nothing to lose.
So he had an opportunity that he didn't take advantage of.
And these type of platforms, when you ask for somebody, then it's respected a little bit more. It's expected of you to go show and
Well, Jimmy, maybe this was a case he didn't ask for it. The coach asked for it.
Okay, but guess what? And that's very well could be true. Actually, a member of the administration or of the coaching conglomerate from Team Temple asked for this matchup.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. You got the matchup. He didn't lay an egg. No, he understand. Corey had not had some good moments, but he did not. I was expecting more because he had been advertised as more. And that's what I'm saying. Watch how you advertise. The kids, they should be. It's like you pump them up.
Where you got Corey had not ranked in your?
We got him ranked high. We got him ranked in.
Where?
I would think somewhere in the top 15 at least.
Okay. So guess what? So you advertised him as more then.
No, no. I say advertised to me. Jeffrey Day, Doug Jones have seen him way more than I've seen him. Archie Young have seen him way more than I've seen him. So that means it's like an assistant coaches on the staff. The assistant coaches go and normally see most recruits more than the head coach sees them.
No. I'm talking about, but you made a point. You saying, I'm just talking about where does the expectations from him come from? Because of where he was ranked?
The expectations come from, understand, different people. First of all, Jeffrey Day works in tune with Team Temple. He travels with Team Temple. So his heart goes to Corey Hadnot because he's the most recruitable player in the program. You see? So that means Jeffrey Day gonna say, well, man, he sees him a lot, and that's the guy that's the magnet that can draw the Division I coaches to this team whenever they're playing in a live period. So that
all this young man just missed out on a golden opportunity.
Nah, it's not the end of the world. It's not bad on him.
No. I didn't say the end of the world. I said he missed out on a golden opportunity to put his stamp on something. It got to be something you're talking about.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
So that's what I'm saying. So accountability, just take it and say, you know what? At least we shot our shot. You shot your shot. But now you realize it's in that game, there were moments where, and Chris Johnson had turbulence to that game. Got a tech, had to go, just was playing frustrated for the most part. And once Chris Johnson, once he finds a place inside to channel that frustration so that he can recycle it into and exhibit that somewhere on the court, instead of spinning, and we saw it. That's becoming his jacket. Get a tech here, get frustrated here. You gotta, and play and being able to play through that stuff. So the mental for Chris, if he can find a way to go and hurdle through that, because there's gonna be plenty of obstacles in the course of a game, then he could be special. But that's easier said than done for a young man like him. Also, shout out Houston Raptors. They went 3-0. They went undefeated this past weekend. Trey Lucy, the young fella from out in the John Cooper Academy, out in the Woodlands. Remember he picked up an offer from Lamar University about 2 weeks ago, his first D1 offer. And, he played well. He showed those signs, and he came to compete. That team, like I say, went undefeated. And I think earlier on social media, I mentioned the other day that the Houston Raptors had asked for RL9. They asked for a JL3 Moochie. And technically, per se, no, they did not specify those teams exactly. But I have the receipts that when I put the schedule out, the administration from Houston Raptors, they text me and say, hey, man, can we get some better competition? And I gave them some pretty solid teams. So if you ask for some better competition, it wasn't no more than about 3-4 teams that I would call top tier in that whole division. So if I gave you the best of the rest, the compatible teams, and you say, man, we need some better competition, that means you asking me to give you a sneaker team or a team up under a sneaker name, because those were the only 4 or 5 that was left.
Jim, it don't really work like that. Do it. You get a
What's that?
sneaker team because you done beat up on them. It don't really work like that. I'm
It
just,
don't really work like
it
that.
don't
But
really, okay,
it
okay.
don't really,
But
it don't
Jimmy,
really work. But I
Jim,
gave, but that's what I'm saying though. I gave them, and guess what the Raptors did? Raptors beat. They won all of their games. So most times, Adam, when people ask for somebody, it don't normally work out in your favor.
so
You normally
the Raptors asked for them folk.
they ask for some better competition. They didn't and say, "Give me Moochie, give me the Rap, give me the RL9." No, they didn't do that. But based on what I had already gave them, the only better competition was the teams that pretty much the caliber teams that I gave them, based on teams they hadn't played before. Because that's another thing. I want to give teams an opportunity to play fresh meat. So I want to clarify that. Now, of course, when saying
Somebody
okay,
said,
how did I
who was the cat? Somebody said on Twitter, I can't remember. They told you they didn't ask for nobody. They tried. We didn't ask for nobody. So I figured they lost. They said that was wrong. They didn't ask for somebody. I forgot who it was. It was on Twitter. I should have wrote it down.
Well, the Raptors said they didn't ask for nobody.
No, it wasn't the Raptors.
I think the Houston Top Guns on yesterday.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I mentioned that. See, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
And it's the last thing before I get ready to run, guys. It's a lot of you guys, the young guys in grassroots basketball now, a lot of them used to play in the same community of grassroots basketball. And it's so funny to me that back when you played, it was so fun for them to call out a guy or call him out or call out a matchup they wanted. Hey man, give us this dude. I want to put me in front of him. And it was embraced. It was accepted. People was like, oh, I even had a section held in the VIP news. Know what it was called? For those that followed RCS Sports for years. Know what that section was called? It was called something smack. One of you guys help me out if you remember. It was something smack. And the kids I would get a quote from a kid because there wasn't no social media back then. And we'll put a quote in there. Then another kid, somebody would respond to, and it would all be above the belt. And then when they go and they play, remember way back when Tommy Mason Griffin played against Ray Penn? They both had good above the belt smack. Before that, even the grassroots coaches of those guys had some good smack to spew. And guess what? They met up. And what happens when it was embraced, what it does, it makes people want to come and see it. It was a packed house when they played. Both of them gave each other the business. Of course, Tommy Mason Griffin won the game, but he retained it, but it helped Ray Penn out because it validated Ray Penn as he measured himself against a Tommy Mason Griffin, who was at the time a top 20, top 15 player in the country. So it helped. It helped Ray Penn, who ended up signing with Oklahoma State a few months later. Well, hell, it wasn't a few months later. It was 1 month later because that was the Super 16 extravaganza back then in 2008, I think. But you guys get what I'm saying. And
I like wanting to play the best. I mean,
why everybody? But I'm saying, well, why is there now? It seems like people don't want it, man. We don't want it. We ain't say that. We ain't smack talk. Thank you, Doug. It was called smack talk back then.
Okay.
But why is it nowadays? This thing is totally shifted. It's like everybody wants everybody behind closed doors.
Oh, the girlfriend, the ugly baby, the ugly baby theory.
But nobody, when you put it out there, man, oh, we ain't say that. We don't want. Okay, why not? What's wrong with that?
I know you got to get out of here, but Jimmy,
yeah, man.
Jimmy, but cause I think he wanted me to answer this, and I'll answer it for him. Jeremy, he was just talking about when speaking of elevating. I think elevating. He said, "I'm gonna put it on the screen, and then we'll get out of here." When a young man got a text and is known for getting texts, how is his actions corrected and energy directed? I don't know, Jeremy. You the coach. I ain't no coach. I mean, I just didn't believe in it. I just didn't believe in no kids getting no text. What you getting text for? You know, I just didn't believe in it. And all I can go by is my son. I think he got one, and I was about to stop the damn game to find out why. Because I was gonna just take it. He was going home. You ain't coming out here embarrassing me. But you know, it worked out. You know, I found out what happened. But I don't think the young kids should be getting texts, man. But I heard it some people, high ranked guys, not in Houston, but told the coach, shut the F up and just put me back in the game. So I don't know, Jeremy. Jeremy, that was a hard one. But Jimmy, go and get us out of here. What you got to say before you get out of here?
Somebody asked the question.
Okay.
What was it? Melvin Dudes. What was the name that hit your radar after this weekend's event? And the name that hit my radar would have to be. It was a young player in 11th grade at Summer Creek High School. Kyle Morgan. And so Kyle Morgan would be the kid who came. He played 16 and under, right, with Texas Takeover, and they moved him up because they had a shortage of players on Sunday. So they moved him up and let him play with this main 17 and under team. And I think he might have led them in scoring. In a huge win. They went undefeated over the weekend as well. Matter of fact, Texas Takeover had maybe 4 different teams to go undefeated this weekend. The Texas Takeover program. So remember, I said the key word, program. So shout out to those guys for getting it done. But this kid, Kyle Morgan, he's at Summer Creek. And this team here, just like a lot of teams in the area, we're going to have a lot of new faces on varsity. And they're not alone. A lot of teams around the area will have several next man up type situations. And now, and I'm optimistic on this, on them. He played well. He came to play, didn't get intimidated, didn't play like I say he got moved from 16s. He played on one of the other teams, not the 16 under team. Sorry about that. But shout out to that young man. He's definitely one.
And Jimmy, can I comment on this young fella right quick? I'm going to come in right. If I knew nothing else about him, Doug tweeted that he took advantage of the platform this weekend. And the young man texted back, said, thank Mr. Jones. Thank Doug. Yeah. Thank Mr. Jones. The platform was top-notch tournament and great competition. Well done, sir. If I knew nothing else about Kyle Morgan, he my dude. I got him in my notes, and I had him in my notes. I'm glad you mentioned him, Jimmy, because he's already in my notes already. But you can go from there.
So that's it in regard to that. Like I said, we talk more on that stuff, and like so much more. Like I say, matchups over the area. And want to get you guys' thoughts. What was your best matchup that you saw in the area? JL3, they were there. They went 1-1 on the weekend. They came and they lost their first game, which got hit up to Texas Takeover. That very Texas Takeover national team. Ned.
Wait a minute. Texas Takeover beat who?
Texas Takeover National beat JL3 EYBL team in the first game. In JL3's first game on Sunday. They only played twice. Okay. And they bounced back. JL3 bounced back and beat Team Tipple with Corey Hadnot in the second game. JL3, we got to see RJ Jones from out of Dallas. He played with JL3. So did Kendrick DeLuna, who came over from the Live On Florida Elite team. He came and played, suited up and played in the second game with JL3. But JL3 lost that game. Many people kind of humored that that game was lost when the coaches from JL3 decided to use an old tactic, an old intimidation tactic from the yesteryear. Was that, how do you remember this? Chris Walker was famous for doing it. You would go and wait before the game. You walk in with your big box of sneakers and issue out brand new sneakers. They issue out the brand new EYBL third leg sneakers that all the teams get, and they gave out their new sneakers right there on the bench. Well, they brought the boxes in to give them, and so the other team saw that, and was like, and they took offense to it. So they came out, they gave them extra fire and the team
Why they
take over.
taking offense to it?
I
Anybody
mean,
can go buy 8 pair of shoes and come out there and give them to the kids.
but I
That's
mean,
what,
but
Jimmy, that's what
but
we use.
hold on.
Huh?
The shoes that they gave out were exclusives.
But hey, Jimmy, exclusive my Jimmy. That's what we used to do with a franchise all-star. When somebody did that, I said, that y'all want to do that? Okay, give me them sizes.
So that's the ticket, guys. But I see you
get out of
guys
here. I'll see you
tomorrow.
later, man.
Get on back in there, get on back to work, and I get back on the Chop Shop and share more thoughts from Doug's Dozen on tomorrow. You guys take it from there, and this should be fun.
I got him. I got something for all of them right now. But we out of here. All right.
Yeah.
I got you out of there. Hey, y'all. Did y'all hear what I said? And I know. But hey, don't let that in. But did that? Well, is anybody from that team or official from that team is available? Would that get under your skin because people brought their tennis shoes? The Hoops been doing that for years. So, but we'll take a quick break. I'm gonna come right back. I got something for y'all. Let me take a quick break. I want to hear that. I want to hear your comments on this one. And a lot of y'all are quiet. I wonder why.
Welcome to All Ticket Attractions, your number one source for tickets, local or nationwide. Here's our current promotion: ticket purchase installments. Just pay 25% down and make weekly payments. Ladies and gentlemen, Chop Shop members, go to your favorite show. Sit on the front row. If you want a ticket but can't pay all of it, put it on weekly installments. Now back to the Chop Shop with Hatter and Hicks, your midday sports happy hour. Welcome to all.
Welcome back. What they talking about, Luka? Hey man, did that offend y'all? Jacoby, would that offend you if you was playing against him? Bobby Benjamin, you still at it? Did that offend you? I just want to know. Jimmy was saying before the break, Jimmy was talking about, I just want to know, would that offend you? Wow. That offend you. But back to what I said, y'all, before I get out of here, when I was talking about the scarecrows. We can't let the scarecrows can't tell us what to do, right? Can't let them. Herb said they could have given those kids their shoes before the game. That also used to recruiting. Yeah, they've been doing, but Houston, who's been doing it for years? Herb Baker. Takeover players kind of felt like it was a slap in the face. Oh, okay. Whoa. A slap in the face? Why was it a slap in the face? The Houston Hoops been doing this for years. For years. Why are we so sensitive now? Archie? Takeover players kind of felt like it was a slap in the face. Why are you worried about? See, that's what I said earlier. Why we always worry about what somebody else doing? The players were already motivated, but the coaches did a good job of using it to motivate the players. Maybe it was just time for them to get some new shoes. They ain't seen the guys. Houston Hoops used to do it all the time. I ain't hear not one of y'all say nothing about it. Just because they bring 10, I'm just not that petty. What I did when I saw it happen, and if my guys want some shoes, I'm going to go get them some shoes. They need external motivation to have them win a game. I'm just asking for a friend. External motivation, not inside. Bobby say you gonna use that to get more out of your guy. Man, they done brought their sneakers out here. It's a different world out here, y'all. I never cared about what the other program did. I never cared. And listen, I'm not trying to tell y'all what to do. I just don't understand it. We worry about what other people doing too much. That's a scarecrow. Marcus Carroll. That's a scarecrow. That's a scarecrow. I repeat, we would tell young kids that basketball is their way out. We would drive them to states way across the country. They play at events that cost thousands of dollars, but won't drive them to the free library and show them that what books can do for them. But y'all not really, somebody said, y'all not really ready for that conversation. Somebody tweeted after that man made this statement. Somebody just texted me. Come on, man. Why are we supporting motivation with new sneakers? Utterly nothing. I'm not supporting it. Somebody texted me. Then somebody told me, team takeover players just better anyway. I love this. I love this, y'all. I love this. Hold on. I love this show, man. I love this show. I really, really love this show. Because y'all, and y'all know I'm not gonna tell you. Y'all ain't y'all business who texting me. Ain't y'all business. But somebody said this. They said, "Cause I want to have a conversation about this. I don't want to get caught up in and then hold up. They told me the coach is better too. I love this show. Takeovers, coaches and players are better. So they supposed to win. Now, I like that. No damn shoes. Folks won't worry about no shoes. They wanted to bust their ass anyway. Excuse my language. Hold on. I got something else for you. Got some. Somebody said, because I'm not going to let y'all off the hook. He said, I could not love this statement more. As an elementary teacher, I see this all the time. Kids have time to practice for sports, but not reading or learning math facts. To move on and be successful, you need to have those base skills. Let's not get on. I don't care. I'm not talking about your motivation. I'm talking about this other. Y'all can stay on the motivation all you want. We can go back. We can go back and forth, Bobby. We can go back. Takeover beat us by 19. We didn't play our best game, but they have a good team. Takeover is that good. I ain't never seen them. Coach Pete is the best young coach in the city. I never met Coach Pete. I wonder if grassroots basketball had a great eligibility rule, like no pass or play. Ooh. Boy, this is why I love this show. I got to play a video for y'all in just a second because I got to take a quick break. But hold on. Let me get it cranked up. Some guy tweeted, I tell my kids all the time, it's about balance. They're encouraged, forced to read. We love sports, but we have to get an education. And they said something else. But I'm going to play this video right quick. I'm going to come right back. But I saw something. Y'all know I just love this kind of stuff. Watch this. That is Moody. Where you at? Watch this. Unbelievable. I'm back. Unbelievable. I see you. We were so enthralled with basketball yesterday evening. I took that piece and wanted to show that to y'all because I know a lot of y'all probably didn't have a chance to watch 60 Minutes last night. And and I that's why I talk to you. Because guess what? We gonna have some guys, millionaires, come out of this, the seeds we planted. So if they know this kind of stuff, they'll be able to do this. One of y'all might be just come a million. We don't know. These kind of things need to be shared. Okay, so I'm just I didn't want to I wanted to all of this, y'all. We can have all of this if we want to. We can love basketball. We can love the competition in basketball. But let's just understand, at the end of the day, if all of these kids are not getting a scholarship and moving on and going to school and meeting their wife and having kids and forming a partnership and stuff like that, that's the kind of stuff. See, we just touched somebody. My nephew goes to Johnson Prep and he would be directly impacted by it. See, this is what I love about the Chop Shop. That's why I say share the show. Share the show. Share this the kind of stuff, y'all. I'm just not going to go in the gym and watch your sons play basketball because it's a world outside of this thing that can help your son. And I'm trying to help that make that world better so it can make your son better. Jeremy Pippins, we need to birth our own to do that. We need to groom our young kids in our community. When you make it, when you're in a position of power, be able to use your power instead of buying a Lamborghini. You follow me? I mean, this is us. We don't need nobody else. Thank God for the young man. But this is us. We got people richer than him that haven't done that. You feel me? We got to get to here and got to get to their mind and and renew their mind and to understanding the importance of stuff like this. You're more than an athlete. All right, now back. Now we can get back. Now we can get back. Because this stuff kind of got good a minute ago. This stuff kind of got good. Because I like these, I like competition. Because competition make you better in the classroom. I tell you, man, hey, let somebody else make. Is it just me? I didn't want nobody to make higher grade on me than me. Mr. Johnson, what can I do to get extra credit? I got to beat her. I got to beat him. And then guess what? I put what was inside of me into them babies of mine. His teacher, he called me out of town one time. Dad, I can't miss school today. You got to get somebody to come. My mama couldn't. I can't miss school today. I was out of town. I had to get somebody to come back. He said, because if I miss, some little girl in this class, I forgot the little girl. I wanted to be missed. He said, if I miss, she going to be there. She going to get extra credit. I got to get there. It's a little boy in the 5th grade. Listen, that's why I love these competitions. I love that Bobby Benjamin said, give me some better competition. I wouldn't be mad if you come out. If they that good, I want to play them. What Team Takeover said. This our Team Takeover thing. And I wish my JL3 guys was on here too. Bless their little heart. But Takeover said, we better than them anyway. They just got the shoe deal. Remember I just said, just because you got a shoe deal don't mean you're the best. Listen to me, y'all. But I would make sure I want to capitalize that information right there. How competitive kids. You see how competitive your coaches are? I want you to be that competitive in the classroom. Just try it. I ain't telling you to be no rocket science. But shit, you already know. He ain't gonna beat me. I'm gonna beat him. You gotta beat somebody in the class. Alex Sestero, yes, that's ideal, all of that, yes. Yes. But Alex Sestero, kids' minds have to be reprogrammed. Because most of these kids don't think getting 2.5 hours of homework and studying, they never did it before. So we got to introduce something new to them. You in a household where you don't have to do that. You ain't from that kind of household. We got to transform. It's like some of our kids are going 100 miles an hour this way, Mr. Costero. When you come about cutting off TV and all that, slow down. They're going 100 miles an hour this way, doing the wrong things. We got to slow that 100 miles an hour down first. We got to slow it down to stop, then get it to go the other way. We got to get them to do a 30. We got to get them to do 15 minutes of studying a day. Then add it up to 30. Add it up to 40. It's easy to sit up here. That's why I don't never sit up here. I told you I had to groom my kids into this. Stuff wasn't easy. They said, oh, Dad, they didn't wake up in the morning. Oh, Dad, just give me all the homework. Hell no. They didn't want to make up their bed. They didn't want to brush your teeth. They didn't want to clean up, but I made them do it. But a lot of kids don't have parents like that. Alex, see, when we go up here, we can't be on a lofty perch and just tell people what they need to do. We got to understand people where they are. So let me go back and let me see. That's what I was referring. Wait a minute, what did he say? Everybody else get where we are. Okay, Mr. Pipkins. I hope I put it up there. I don't understand what you mean. I might have missed that one. I might have missed it. But that's Karima said, I'm an educator, and I reach out to parents and athletes or not, and extend my olive branch. Oh, let me put that. I knew something about this lady. She was a teacher. I knew it. Let me put this up. And extend my olive. It's a partnership between the home and the school. If they understand and realize my desire for their children, most eventually get on board. Hold up. Let me read that, Karima. Get on the boat, and we can work towards academic excellence. Not straight A's, but yes. I ain't told nobody they got to make no straight A's. Not one time. I just said my house, because I knew what I had. Make a B, you can't play no basketball. Absolutely. Now, if he was a guy that couldn't make a B, couldn't make it, I would have lowered it. But you ain't gonna listen. You ain't gonna have a potential and be around me making C's and B's. That's why I want one of the greatest books that I've ever read was Understanding Your Potential. Understanding Your Potential. Boy, I'm getting it over here, y'all. And I'll never forget. Notice what I said. Some potential. Karima. See, C got a whooping. C is average. My mama, a C. You average? Ain't nothing average in my house. But potential, y'all remember that word, potential? I got to share one of the books that I told you that changed my life. Understand your potential. And in the preface of the book, y'all check this out. This is so real. I want y'all to apply this. He said, the wealthiest spot on the planet is not the oil fields of Kuwait, Iraq, or Saudi Arabia. Neither is the gold mines of outer diamond mines of South Africa, the uranium mines in the Soviet Union, nor the silver mines in Africa. Though it might surprise you, ladies and gentlemen, the richest deposits of our planet lies just a few blocks from your house. They rest in your local cemetery or graveyard, buried beneath the soil within the walls of those sacred grounds are dreams that never came to pass, songs that were never sung, books that were never written, paintings that never filled a canvas. Where was I? Ideas that were never shared, visions that never became reality, inventions that were never designed, plans that never went beyond the drawing board of their mind, and purpose that were never fulfilled. Our graveyards are filled with potential that remain just potential. What a tragedy. So me reading that, I couldn't let an A student make B's and C's. Because he's living below his potential. What a tragedy, man. When you walk around the street, y'all walk around the city, y'all walk around this basketball community, and my heart frequently weeps as I encounter and observe the wasted, broken, disoriented lives of individuals who years before were talented. Y'all know some of them. Intelligent, aspiring high school classmates. They had the world on a string. During their youth, they had dreams, they had desires, they had plans, they had aspirations. But today, they are lost in a maze of substance abuse, alcoholism, purposefulness, and poorly chosen friends. Their lives are aimless. Their decisions haphazard. This enormous tragedy saddens me. What could be, or what could have been, has become what should have been. The wealth of dreams has been dashed into the poverty of discouragement. Only a minute percentage of the 5 billion people on this planet will experience a significant portion of their true potential. Are you a candidate for contributing to the wealth of the cemetery? Ask yourself the following questions. Who am I? Why am I here? How much potential do I have? What am I capable of doing? By what criteria should I measure my ability, young fellas out here? Who sets the standards? By what process can I maximize my ability? What are my limitations? Within the answers to these questions lies the keys to a fulfilled and effective life. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest tragedies in life is to watch potential die untapped. Many great men and women never realized the potential because they did not understand the nature and the concept of the potential principle. There's a wealth of potential in you. I just want to make sure you understand it. You are more than what you've done. So young men, whatever you did this weekend, you're more than that. Coaches, however you coach this weekend, you're more than that. You know why? Because potential is something that hasn't been done yet. So if you did it this weekend, you can go beyond there. You follow me? Listen, there's so much potential in this basketball community. So much. I see it every single day. Yo, we got some smart people. Then we got some people that think they slick. We got yeah. we got some people out here that think they slick in this community. Hold up. But we just got so much. Yo, it's just so much. And I see it and I watch it. You know, the coach is telling me we got better coaches. So guess what? If I was the other coaches, I'll be saying, well, okay, I need to step up my game. He think I'm better. I'm going to step up my game. Don't get mad. What I'm concerned about is that we'll never see your work. We'll never see Alpha Yo, your untapped power. Bobby Benjamin, it's more in you. Team Takeover is more. What's up? Jeffrey Day is more in you. Doug Jones, people talking about that event this weekend is more in you. Because you done already did that. Potential is untapped power. Glenn Bishop, somebody sent me some on your son this morning. They sent me some saying your son, I didn't know he was 6'6". Somebody said he was 6'6". But it's more. I keep wanting to tell y'all quit resting on thinking people are good right now. It's more. It's some unusability inside of your kids. It's more. I know. It's more. It's all, when I sit there and watch this stuff, man, that's why I keep saying share the show. When you saw your kids play this weekend, just let them know, man, it's more in you. It's more in you. Not just basketball. Did we read a book this weekend? Did we read a few pages this weekend? Just thought about something too. I mean, I'm thinking about the game last night. Y'all help me with this. Because I like him. Met him. Absolutely. That's who I'm talking to. Somebody said, how about telling black men that? That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to. It's black men listening. People, the person who just texted me, y'all don't understand. I know, dude. I'm just like y'all. I think y'all forget. I was a parent in summer basketball. But when people tried to help me, see, in this community now, when you try to help somebody, they they act like they know it all. You tell them something, and they think they know it all. And I be sitting there. They know it all. They don't need me. But I was thinking about something. Y'all help me out this. Is it just me? Because I'm going to talk about the Warriors a little bit right now. I'm going to pivot, but I'm going to come back. I'll come back to that. Y'all know I'm coming back. I'm going to tie it back up. Draymond Green, don't he talk to refs more than most people talk to their families? I finally got sick of it, and I loved it. Stephon Curry, because if he probably wasn't on that team, I probably wouldn't have cared about him the way I care about him. Always liked the kid, even when they were losing. Stephen Curry. Why these dudes always talk to the refs, man? Sometimes I go to basketball games. I don't really like to go to them as much as I used to. You know, because I'm blessed enough to get down close. These dudes talk. Everybody got something to say. It's so bad. We got a journeyman named Theo Pinson. The referee, Mark Davis, came to him before the game and asked him a question. Said, man, look, could you not wear a white shirt tonight? You're sitting on the bench, you're all up all night. And Stephon threw the ball out of bounds to him. And he still wore a white shirt. The referees have no jurisdiction over that. But he asked him nicely. He still refused to do it. He's a freaking journeyman. Half of y'all don't even know who his ass is. Theo Pinson. This wasn't LeBron James. Yeah, because we allow the kids to do it. We allow them to do it. Chuck McGowan. Kids are emulating what they see. That's how they learn. I'm sitting there watching this game last night. And, you know, part of me want Dallas to win. Friend of mine's executive at the Dallas Mavericks. I want them to win. But I remember, y'all walk with me here. Brad Beal, early in this year, they were trying to trade Andrew Wiggins. I know everybody saw the dunk. I can't play it because I don't want the NBA to, you know, they shut the show down. You know, Wiggins had the big dunk last night. I know everybody's seen it. Just go Google Wiggins dunk. But they were going to trade Wiggins early in the year for Bradley Beal, and they was asking for some of the younger players to gut the team, and Bob Myers said no. Wiggins even had a little controversy early in the year. I don't know if y'all familiar with it. He didn't want to get the shot, and he had a religious conviction. Even came to the practice one day dressed like a priest. Tell me he didn't want to get the shot, but he got it anyway. Team player. And last night, y'all walk with me. Last night, you have Dallas late in the second quarter of this game. They were up 40. What my boy Forever Films? You probably they were up 42-33. And how quickly that changed at the end of the second quarter. Dorian Finney-Smith makes it 42 to I think he makes it 42-33. What happens next is Draymond Green gets a dunk. Stephen Curry makes a three. Andrew Wiggins get a layup. Stephen Curry hits another three. And just like that, it's 43-42 Golden State in less than 2 minutes. They went from down 9 to 1 up and carried that momentum in. Did y'all see this play that Wiggins did? And help me with this, y'all. You know, we talk about a lot how people build their teams. We look at the Houston Rockets and we watch. Do me a favor and watch. He said, plus he offered to buy him a shirt and he still, yes. He talking about Theo Pinson. Absolutely. And you know, the reason I brought this up, Dallas has been fined 3 times for bench decorum. In other words, if y'all watch them, they up the whole. I don't know what they saying to people. They talking crazy. I don't know exactly because I didn't even go that far to find out what was going on. But you know, if you go and look up the NBA bench decorum, they did some of that stuff that they weren't supposed to do. But I'm just watching some, y'all. Watch these Warriors now. Now remember now. How they got Wiggins is they traded, what's that boy, you know, the lefty, what's the lefty from Ohio State, went to Ohio State. He ain't that good, so that's why I don't call his name. But y'all gonna be mad at me. I know that is Moody know him. What's the lefty? The lefty they trade, he's on Minnesota teams now. Man, I forgot this kid's name. It's giving me a blank. I know y'all gonna tell me. But they traded him to get Wiggins, brought Wiggins out here. But they were going to trade Wiggins to get Brad Beal. And I'm glad they did because Brad Beal get hurt all the time. Then y'all, but I'm just showing you about this Warriors team, y'all. People left them for dead. You remember? I'm gonna think of the boy's name. The boy that messed up with what's the boy that messed with Iggy? What's the boy's name? D'Angelo Russell. Thank you. D'Angelo Russell. Thank you, man. See, he ain't that damn good. That's why I forget his damn name. That's terrible. But they traded him. Thank you. Y'all show took too damn long. Y'all had me stammering there for a minute. But hold up. We talk about a lot of how the Warriors built this team. Y'all watched it. How they built it through the draft. They got Steph in the draft. They got Clay in the draft. They got Draymond was a second-round pick, right? The snitch. There you go. Have y'all forgotten, Alex? Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Thomas, have you forgotten? Andrew Wiggins was the number 1 overall pick. I ain't got no more juice. Hold up. I don't think y'all listening to me. Andrew Wiggins was the number 1 overall pick. And now, in theory, he is the 4th best player on this team. All he's doing is guarding Luka. The number 1 pick. See, you know all y'all kids out here talking about, I ain't getting no looks. I ain't getting this. This coach won't let me play my game. This man is the number 1 pick. And now he got to be the defensive stopper to play on this team. See, some of these things we got to put in perspective when we talking to these young cats, man. I ain't talking about how good he was. He was still the number 1 pick. Number 1 pick. And now, like I said, in theory, the 4th best player, he guarding Luka. putting up good numbers. He's taking over the Andre Iguodala role. Now you see why they didn't trade Wiggins. They saw something we didn't know. Think about this, y'all. Have y'all thought about this? Because I know a lot of y'all don't like Stephon. You know, a lot of people don't. Stephen Curry, Clay. They lose KD, lose Clay for a couple of years, and get really bad. And none of the rookies help them because James Wiseman ain't hit a lick. Do y'all ever think about that? It just make me say, In Dallas, where my Dallas people at? I looked in the game last night. Ain't no black people in Dallas. Y'all don't like basketball in Dallas. All that, y'all don't go to the game. Did y'all see the crowd last night? If y'all would take, but go back and look at the crowd last night. Dallas, where you at? I know some of y'all mad, don't like Paul Moran, and some of y'all don't like to go watch the show no more. Even Corey ain't on with it though. I looked in them stands yesterday, man. I promise you it was hard. Because I was just trying to see if I see somebody I know. No, Kelton just ain't nothing to be funny. Think about this, man. Oh, he noticed that too. Like I said, the refs had no power of what people, yeah, that man said 2 Chainz at the game. Got a question. This for you. This for you. This for Thad, Kelton, and Melvin Dew. Could you imagine if the Warriors had drafted LaMelo instead of James Wiseman? Huh? I'm asking for a friend. Can you imagine? Then I look at Boston. Somebody got to help me with this one because I looked it up. Boston has only lost 2 quarters in these 3 games of the Eastern Conference Finals, and yet they're down 2-1 in the series. Talk to me, y'all. Have you ever seen anything like that? What about back heard? Boston has lost only 2 quarters in 3 games. And they down 2-1. The coaches don't even know who's going to play in the next game. Somebody getting hurt every day. Then, that's why I shout out to Ken Lofton Jr. Shout out to him. Then I think about the journey of Max Strus. Is it Strus or Strauss? He was not invited. Y'all listen to this. That's why I tell guys you got to look at it. See how I'm getting better? Strauss, okay. Because some people call it Strus, Jeremy. He was not invited to the 2019 draft combine, Herb Baker, because we've been celebrating our guys getting invited, right? Max Strauss was not invited. He was not selected in the draft. Okay. He was a 2-way with Boston. What's up, Simeon Sims? And converted it to a standard contract. He was waived by Boston. Signed a 2-way with Chicago. That is Moody should know this. Tore his ACL. Waived by Chicago. 2-way contract in Miami. Contract converted. He got a 2-year $3.5 million contract. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dreams can happen. Marcus Sasser. Junior Lofton. Who gonna be this year's Max Strus? I'm just curious. Guys taking advantage. They're taking advantage, y'all, of things that when they're given a shot. In other words, what I was talking about a minute ago, they was living up to their potential. Telling y'all, this weekend, summer basketball, halfway over. Are you getting out of it what you think you should have got out of it? Parents, coaches. We know it's a bad situation. I got 2 questions for y'all. Juwan Howard, that's really the second time Juwan Howard, Melvin Dews had put this up on air. He turned them down a while back too, before the Frank Vogel. Summer basketball. Is it what you think it should be, Melvin Dews? You got some youngsters right now. To the people up there who got sons and this their last summer. Parents, it's your last summer. Did you get what you want out of it? I'm just asking. Did you get it? Because if they're good and they get to college, and I just want to know. I mean, it ain't no bad answer, no good. Are you getting what you want out of it? Is it incomplete? Is it what? And like I keep asking the question, I'm trying to ask y'all a question for a reason. I'm not trying to trip you up. Y'all don't understand. I'm on y'all side. Sometimes y'all give me, I don't care. I'm watching the recruitment with college coaches. They say the college coaches calling you every day, telling you corny jokes and checking in. It's going to be on you every single day. When you get to that campus, young men who are about to go to college campuses soon, you better get ready to bring it. I'm going to repeat that. Young men, college coaches been calling you every day, cracking these corny jokes, just checking on you. I'm just checking in with you. Listen to me. It's going to be you. He's going to be on you every day, talking to you every day. But when you get on campus, you better be ready to bring it with 0 excuses. That nice guy on the phone is going to turn into straight business fast. And a lot of people don't tell y'all that. Kelton Solomon, those coaches, when you get on that campus, my young fellas, turns to business fast. And so I don't want never nobody say, well, Coach, I didn't know. It turned into business fast. And then y'all get to college and get mad at the coach because he ain't the coach joking on the phone no more. Absolutely. But people in this basketball community, because just not here, all over the country, it's two questions. No more Coney jokes? Yeah, absolutely. It's two questions. Is this summer basketball? Is this grassroots basketball? It's two questions I want to ask. Do we put out the fire? Mark Edwards. Solomon. Kevin Solomon. Do we put out the fire or do we let the house burn down? Thank you, Glenn Bishop. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir. I got two questions for y'all. Do we put out the fire? Because we know it's messed up. Or do we let the house burn down? Why are we obligated to put out the fire? Because I know black folks, they be singing, the roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let it burn. What is happening in the house won't consume us, Kelton. Maybe we might let it burn down in order to rebuild a more positive and solid ground. We can endure destruction. Just maybe. I know ain't nobody never asked y'all that question before. We're not obligated to put out the fire. We obligated to make it better for our kids. Summer basketball. I love it. If we let it burn down, even more kids. No, it ain't. Because the college coach is going to find you. They got a job to do. They going to have to find you if your ass playing on the playground. See, that's what y'all don't understand. See the mindset? This is why they have you hooked, baby. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Kelton. Hold up. Kelton said, we're obligated. Hold up. Mark said, we'll lose out opportunities. Hey, Mark, them dudes, Penny Hardaway got a job to do. He ain't caring about no damn grassroots basketball. He gonna go find the bass to keep getting him a raise. You understand me? If we can ever, I told y'all. What's my girl? Harriet Tubman said. She said, I could have freed some more if they knew they were slaves. I want y'all to hear it. Kelton, thank you. Mark, thank you. Mark, Chuck, they gonna find you if you can play. Y'all running these parents crazy. I'm stressing, and the parents and the employees, it's stressing. Mark, no, Mark, my job is just give you another way. Mark, some of these guys, summer basketball is hurting them guys because the coach is saying them too much and too many people talking about them too much. That's hurting them because they're getting overexposed. Mark, because I asked y'all the other day, the reason I said this, Mark, y'all got to understand, I always tie stuff together. Mark, I said, I asked for, what can y'all do? What can we do to make this community better? Basketball community better? And nobody was giving me, they was just talking about how it's bad. And ain't nobody gave no solution. Or what they, well, I would like to see this. I'd like to see this. One lady, Olga Fuentes, she said, well, Robert, I just like for to stop charging all that damn money at the door, at these damn things. It's the only person said anything. See, that's why I gave you two questions. I said, because I went back and listened to the show and watched the comments. Nobody said nothing. Robert, it just ain't gonna change. You ain't gonna change these. These dudes ain't gonna get together. Y'all think it's about these dudes. That's your problem. This ain't about no guy, no dudes. It's about y'all, parents. Man, what I would do if Bishop, please tell me, is your son, is he 6'6"? I had a 6'1" dude. You got a 6'6" dude. You should be around here happy. Boy, you should be around here. But we got to make sure that he the best. He got to be skilled. Ooh. He got to be skilled. Skills pay the bills. You don't need nobody talking about your son if he's a badass dude. Because guess what? The coach want to bypass these dudes anyway to get to you and your son. I'm gonna drink one on that. I'm gonna drink my water on that. Glenn Bishop, a coach would rather talk to you and the parent. That's why the coaches, oh, he's 6'4". Okay. That's 6'4". Oh, whoa, he got something to work with. You should be enjoying this process. But the kid got to be better. He got to be so, y'all just don't, I've just had the advantage of flying all over the country. Somebody say, our city's in good shape. I'm not just talking about this city. See, when I talk, I'm talking about all around. I'm talking about the world. This is not a local show. I know some of y'all wish it was, and which is just our little show. No, it's not. Listen. You got to have your kids so good that if it wasn't no summer ball, like the pandemic and y'all panic, he'd have been out on that damn concrete, out on that dope, that dirt, patting that thing, and the ball got all kind of unusual bounces coming back to him. He'd have been out there patting that thing off. He'd have been somewhere. If I had to put up or go get a portable goal somewhere, he'd have been the best shooter. All that time? He wouldn't miss a shot if I had all that time. But we didn't use our time wisely. We just complained during the pandemic. Don't want to wear your mask. Don't want to do this. Don't want to do this. He should have been the smartest student because he in that house. He should have been smarter and he should have been better. There's no reason he shouldn't have been a better dribbler and a better shooter and a better passer. No reason. Man, ain't no gyms open. So what? So what? When no golf course is open, I got in the backyard, start hitting that thing. Got me the net, start hitting that thing. I wasn't going to let that thing stop me. Start taking more classes online. I got smarter. And I told y'all the same things during the pandemic. Listen, we're not just competing against these guys here. We're competing against the world. We're competing against the world. Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Robert Young. We're competing against the world. Ain't no coincidence. Let me tell you something. When I see special, I got to come watch you play. See, it's these guys' job to show up and just give you a tournament every weekend. That ain't my job. But it's my passion to see the next. I'm like John Lucas now. I'm trying to see the guy who gonna come out of here, just gonna put a mark on the league. Not just go to the league, gonna put a mark on the league. Gonna make an all-star team. Gonna make an all-star game. Jimmy Butler we need somebody better than Jimmy Butler. You follow me? So when we're preparing these kids, yes, let's compete. That's why we got to get better. That's why one coach texted me. Bottom line, he has to be special. I'm not coming to sit in no gym and watch no bunch of ball beaters. I just ain't. He got to be special. Y'all got to remember, I'm spoiled. The first guy that I ever tried to recruit, talk to, was Terrell Buckley, the number 4 pick in the draft. Represented him. The next year, Penny Hardaway, one of the best ever to do it if he didn't have him. Lando Page, Charles Woodson, Ty Law, Michael Redd, Rashard Lewis, all of these guys. If you're special, I got to come see you. If you're special in the classroom, I want to come see you. I want to see you. If you're special in the classroom, I told you, it's 2 kids that I haven't seen and I got to go see. I seen one, I got to see more of them. I ain't gonna talk about that. But yo, we just got to be great at what we do. Shout out to Doug. Like I told you, now his tournament next year, it's got to be better. We got one kid came out of there and he done moved up. But just one kid that Jimmy Hicks saw, one. Come on, y'all. Hey, y'all, and listen, what I don't want y'all to do is sit back and rest like y'all done something. We can't sit back and rest like we done something. Thank you. Let's be great. Listen, that kid, I played a video earlier. Go back and get it. It's a man in Chicago, a millionaire in Chicago, a white man. It's gonna send all of these kids in Chicago, 30,000 kids in Chicago, to school for free, to college, or trade school for free. He this damn tall. He ain't play no basketball. And he made a lot of his money selling weed that we used to go to jail for. Do y'all understand me? Ain't no basketball player that did that but LeBron James. Come close to doing that but LeBron James. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to be a basketball player. Go back and look at this show and see that. Go back at the beginning of the show a little while ago and it just, that's what I keep telling y'all. If I don't want us to leave this earth without giving us all we can have. If I could mine the cemetery like I mine gold, I would be the wealthiest man on the planet. What you did yesterday ain't good enough no more. Potential. It's all you could be, and you have yet to become. If what you did this weekend, that ain't enough. You got to do better next weekend. Potential is who you really are, but we haven't seen it yet. Potential is everything you can be, but you haven't become yet. Don't tell me about what you did yesterday. Potential is never what you've done. It's always what you could do, but you haven't done yet. In essence, ladies and gentlemen, I know this might be going over your head. Whenever you've done something, it's no longer your potential. If potential is not what you've done, but what you could do, then whatever you've done is no longer your potential. Therefore, all you people who think you balled out this weekend, you should never be impressed by what you've done. Because if you're impressed by what you have done, it could stop you from doing what you could do. I know I got to get out of here. But the greatest enemy of progress is your last success. Look here. My nephew is currently number one in his freshman class at Booker T. Washington, and he played varsity basketball. Because guess what? Somebody explained to that kid the importance of being a student athlete. The greatest trap of moving ahead is getting excited about where you already are. No human being come to this planet empty. You came here loaded. You came here to make a deposit. If it's basketball, deposit it. If it's geophysics, deposit. If it's being a neurosurgeon, deposit it. I told y'all about me. I got to make a deposit. Because if you don't, you become a generational thief because you stole from the next generation. That's why I got to put this stuff like we talking on wax so people can forever come and hear this. The next generation is supposed to benefit from what you came to deliver. You should never allow what you've done to stop you from doing what you should do or what you could do. I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm watching the tweets. Shout out to the young guys in media who keep us informed. And, thank you to them. I saw some of your stuff the other day. Let me give you a shout out before I get out of here. Where did I put it in there under media, I think. Potential is something else, y'all. And I'm going to keep hammering it into you. Don't just stop. Team Temple. Good work, Glenn. Glenn Bishop. 6'6" power forward, but dad says he's 6'4". I believe the dad. With a well-balanced attack by the team. Glenn's defensive presence and ability to finish strong was huge. 17 on the EYBL final, Doug Dozens. JL3, TakeOver beat JL3 by 2 points. 2 points. Kendall Dawes, Montana Willer led this as Texas TakeOver. Jim wrote this out. Teams hang a shot on JL3. Why was it a shock? Then they talk about the young man, Kyle Morgan. Man, we got a great community. But we can be better. That's all I'm saying. We can be better. Chop Shop, we out. I'll see y'all tomorrow. And just think about what I said. Just think about it. I know you're a little confused now. You don't understand. You think, this is the only thing. Robert, let me tell you something. Them coaches, college coaches, remember this. Pay a lot of money to go find the best player. Even if you're playing in a tournament or not. And don't you ever forget about that. Who wins the game tonight? Boston better win tonight. Thank you. Boston better win tonight. Boston. Y'all, in my whole life, I never thought I'd ever cheer for Boston in my whole life. Thank you, Kelton Solomon. I never thought I'd cheer for Boston, but I've never, ever cheered for Boston. Even when Sam played for Boston, I didn't really cheer for him. I'm just glad they won. I didn't cheer for him. But this particular time, with Emi Udoka and Damon Stoudemire, these two young black coaches that's leading the charge, I'm pulling for those guys tonight. And I just want them to beat. Something about the Miami Heat, I just don't want them to win. I don't want them to win. Uh-oh. But I'm finna get out of here. Guess what? My son called it. When he called, I gotta go. Chop shop. I'm out of here.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter, you are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro, let's get it. We in the Chop Shop, we live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop, I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop